Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. We're in trouble now. We're in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm here with Michele Ponte.
Yes.
And I just met this guy last night, and he's from Italy. We're gonna get into some of the Italian stuff in a bit, but we were looking for a path to go down by the river to do a video, and we just broke into this place, really guilty as charged. See this gate behind us?
I can go open it.
Yeah, see, they've got a gate, and we come down here once already, and we said, well, we can't go this way, but oh yeah, we can. We can do whatever we want, because if we end up in jail in Thailand, it's his fault. It's always the Italian guy's fault, I'm telling you.
I have the video proof that you were the first trespassing.
Oh, where did you video that?
Yeah.
See, what you know, blame it on the Canadian, because the Canadians aren't very smart, eh? It's from drinking too much beer and screech. I tell ya, Lord Thunder and Jesus. So
look, we're in Cuba.
Oh yeah, look at this shit here. That's an old Benz.
Yeah.
Look at this. What the hell is this? Oh yeah. Pretty good, eh? Check this shit out. You know what that looks like? That looks like an old 1949 Mercedes-Benz is what that looks like.
How do you know it's 1949?
Just by the cut of it. Canadians know old cars,
okay,
really we do.
Okay.
I'd say 49, 48, 47. It wouldn't be into the 50s because they changed the trunk area. Yeah, we're drinking Singa Peugeot. It's our third one. You see, we were looking for this path, and it took us, now we're on our third beer to try to find this path. We still haven't found the path, but we did break into a place. So anyway, so how long have you been doing videos?
Since in English since 2015.
So is it true that all Italian people like spaghetti?
Of course they do.
Oh yeah, okay. And pizza?
Yeah, but there are many versions of pasta and pizza, so there are many pizzas that they are not very liked abroad, like the white pizza.
You know we're in shit here because there's people up here, they'll know that we're not supposed to be here.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. Just look like you're supposed to be here, that you had a key to that gate,
so
and life will be okay, right? So the pizza that the pizza that you get in Italy compared to, say, the pizza that you buy in a pizza store here in Bangkok. Come on, be honest. Is it shit?
It's not pizza.
It's not pizza, but they call it pizza, so they're
yeah, because it has
they're
the
not
shape,
advertising properly.
No, there is the shape of a pizza. It's kind of colorful and so on.
It's
but
got tomato sauce on it, oregano.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oregano should not be on pizza. Should be basilic, but not oregano.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so no oregano, but it's got. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm losing it here. This guy behind us, he knows that we broke in here, and he got up and he was pissed off. But I don't know if he speaks English. But so like, I just looked at him and go, like, and then he took that as, well, okay, if you go like that, then everything is okay. Especially if you got a beer in your hand and you look like you're supposed to be here. A camera goes a long way in a Southeast Asian country, doesn't it?
Because you were so confident, and that's what he learned. Like he should let you pass just because you were so confident.
I know. Like, and we're still looking for this fucking path. So now we're walking back towards the gate, and here, look at this guy here. He knows we're not supposed to be here, so he's going back to the gate. He's trying to figure out why, how are we here, and so he's gonna go check the gate out and see if it's still locked up or not.
I do hope it is a guy from the post office and not from the police on the other side of the gate.
Oh God, I never even thought about that. Yeah, it could be a cop, eh?
Yeah, he has like this dark suit.
He looks like an official character. Well, he's got a helmet on. Well, you never know when a rock's gonna fall on your head, eh? Like,
why does he have a helmet on?
Well, because you never know. Like meteorites. Hey, if it's your time, it's your time. God damn, you know, those would be a couple of good vehicles to carry the pieces and ship back to
you
Canada.
could sell them for like 20,000 euro probably.
Exactly. Amazing. So, are they you gonna open this up for us so we can get out of here, or are you just gonna make it sneak through? I'm sorry. So we just wanted to go see the river, but we couldn't get over to the river. We're looking for the map, so we broke in. I'm so sorry. Okay, we don't break in very often, but this chain is obviously too big, so they should shorten the chain. Because even an old man like Gweilo 60 can break in. Oh no. Security. See? Security got us. See you later. We've been booted out of another place. That's okay. I've been kicked into better places than that. So I'm not gonna worry about it. We gotta see a couple of old cars. We gotta see the little kittens on the street or in the cage. And I didn't spill my beer. It's a good day. So being an Italian, are you being discriminated against? Like,
unfortunately, this is the first time that I feel this way, because they didn't allow me inside India. They canceled my visa.
Well, so you're feeling the Chinese pain right now, eh?
Yeah, just missing the eyes, and I need to be a bit shorter than I was.
Like you're what, like 6'4"?
6'2".
6'2", only 6'2". Well, I might be shrinking here because I'm getting old. So you were going to India to do some YouTube shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And you had a visa, everything?
I had the visa, I had the hotels booked, I had friends that they would host me, that they would show me around, but 3 hours before the flight, your visa is cancelled.
What did it cost you for the visa?
$100.
100 American dollars?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna get your $100 back?
I don't think so.
No. So the world is sort of shitting on not only the Chinese, but they're turning on the Italians. If you're South Korean, you think they do the same thing?
So right now I do know that in India, for example, they are not allowed from Iran, from South Korea, and from Italy. But it really depends. Nowadays, more countries are closing the borders with Italy. Even Austria wants to put the old border back.
Well, like the Austrians are like anal retentive, though, aren't they? Right? Like I've heard, I hear things.
As shit.
Yeah. Well, after that Hitler thing, I think that put them in their. They're scared of everything after that.
But even in Switzerland now, they got like 2 cases, so it's spreading.
2 cases isn't spreading. You know what I mean?
Well, now I'm spreading it in Thailand.
When we left for Kuala Lumpur from Pattaya here, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, and then came back to Bangkok. We hadn't been in Bangkok for about 2.5 weeks. Nobody was wearing a mask 2.5 weeks ago. And we got on the BTS here coming from the airport, and I'd say 90% of the people on the BTS were wearing masks. That's weird, eh? And this is Thailand, where they're promiscuous, and they really, seriously, they're promiscuous, and they really don't worry about getting these weird diseases. You know what I mean. So a coronavirus, really? A mask? Like, body condom comes to mind, you know what I mean?
You know what is funny? Because I did 2 6-hour flight from Rome to Dubai and then from Dubai to Bangkok. And at the start of the flight, everybody's wearing the mask. After 1 hour or 2, everybody's breathing the same air.
Yeah, well,
so they take it
and
off.
And the mask is hanging on their neck. It's like, well, that's just it. Right? When we came from Kuala Lumpur yesterday, all of these India people got on the plane and they were all wearing masks. About 10 minutes into the flight, the mask is hanging around their neck and they're talking, and so like those masks didn't work. You know what I mean? So you didn't get to go to India after your India fiasco. So you had to fly all the way over there, and then they said no.
No, practically it was at the airport in Rome. They told me that I'm not allowed to fly. And even before that, an Indian friend called me, another friend called me, and everybody advised me of this situation.
Okay.
And therefore I had to call Emirates, my company, to fly over here. And they didn't even know that India cancelled all the visas for Italians. I was the one telling them.
Okay, but
because it was a last minute situation.
well, a question: if you would have spent like 14 days in Canada, would they have allowed you into India, or it's because you're carrying an Italian passport?
No, it's not just about Italian passport. Everybody that has been in Italy after the 10th of February is not allowed in India anymore.
Okay, so it wasn't on your passport. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's like the cruise lines, the big cruise ships in the beer in the world have taken it upon themselves to exclude all Chinese people from their cruise ships that are carrying a Chinese passport. So I'm just wondering, is the same thing happening to you because of your passport, or is it because that you were in Italy? See,
Because I was in Italy, but of course if they see the Italian passport, nowadays they are scared. The taxi driver was scared, the tour guide here in Bangkok was scared, everybody's scared actually.
So how long have you been out of Italy?
3 days?
3 days. So, and I'm talking to a guy from Italy, and he's been out of Italy for 3 days, and we hung out last night till like midnight drinking beer. So
He's teaching me to drink as much as Canadians.
there's no possible way to get an Italian to drink as much as a Canadian. It's just not going to happen. It's not in their genes. It'd be like, well, you know.
I'm learning.
Hey, cheers. So the idea that they're not sort of clipping your wings because you got an Italian passport, they're clipping your wings because you've been in Italy in the last 14 days.
Yeah, but I do think just because I'm Italian, I scare people away. Only a few people make the difference between Rome and Milan. I'm from Rome, where practically there are no cases. There were 2 and they were cured. And in Milan, in Veneto, in Lombardia, there are the regions in the north of Italy. That's where the problem is.
You been to Sicily?
Yeah, but not recently.
You know any of the Cosa Nostra boys? Huh?
Cosa Nostra is not in Sicily. Mafia is in Sicily. Andrangheta is in Calabria. Cosa Nostra is...
So you seem to know a lot about this. Is there a reason why, like...
Every Italian knows about this.
Yeah, so Italians are bad, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that they are bad.
They shouldn't allow Italians to go anywhere, right?
No, I could tell you this. The Italian mafia makes more money than Italy, France and Germany together. And by mafia, in Italy we speak only about the mafia in Sicily. Every region has a different mafia, and they make nowadays the most of the money outside of Italy, because there are the laws are not as strong as in Italy. Like the Italian mafia in Germany could do any business and they will not be arrested. When in Italy they would be arrested immediately.
I want to go back to this. You went and got a visa. You're on your way to India to make videos.
Yes.
What were you going to make videos about in India? Like goat meat and
No,
Hare Krishna?
I thought that India was going to be like my gold mine.
your YouTube gold mine.
Yeah.
And you're going to become famous.
No, I do not need to become famous. I just want it to become my full-time job. And I thought India would give me that possibility. I knew the right people, I had the right connection. In every town I had some people that could host me, show me around. I could have told very interesting stories, and that's why I chose India. And also they had a better weather than Italy, because right now in Italy is winter.
Oh yeah, well the weather is exactly, but it gets into the 50s in India. She gets pretty freaking hot over there, boy. Like seriously. But the idea that, and I see this over and over and over again, because I deal a lot in the YouTube community here in Southeast Asia and in China, and there's a lot of young guys starting to look at YouTube as a career, actually, hey? And that's what you're looking at it as.
Exactly.
As you want to do videos for a living for the next 20 or 30 years.
I can tell you something. I started my life, as I told you, I was in the film school. I had a scholarship for screenwriting, and I didn't notice that nobody's reading books anymore. I started as a writer. I was writing novels in Italian. I got published in Italian, in Bulgarian, and so on. But the money weren't coming.
There's no money.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
32.
32. So writing books at 32 years old. When I was 32 years old, I was sitting on a case of beer in front of a bonfire with my buddies, That's about it. At 32, I really,
I had to shift storytelling from books to YouTube because YouTube it will make something. Books is like you're desperate, you need to catch people, you need to fish people somehow to read your stuff.
And YouTube is easier because, like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Like, seriously.
But you're good in what you do, so.
Well, no, I just, it's humanizing. I tell people a story about my life and my world in China, my world in Thailand, my world in Malaysia, my world everywhere Wei Fong and I go, and I really don't hold back. You see, one of the things that I sort of learned about doing the YouTube thing is just be honest with everybody, and I think that they can see that.
I do agree 100%.
You know, and we've been through some good times, and we've been through some pretty bad times over the last couple of years, and I put it all on YouTube. So our life is sort of like, it's like Truman, the show Truman, where he just videotapes his whole existence, and I find that really works for somebody like me because we have no secrets. Yesterday we were doing a video, and my camera was being turned off and it should have been on, and yeah, I screwed up. It's what I do. So we're here today finishing off this video. We're talking about making a diary of our lives on video. That's why you brought that up.
Exactly, because I love storytelling. Storytelling is what keeps me alive, we could say. I started with novels, books, then I shifted into screenwriting. I had 2 scholarships in film schools in Rome and Cuba, so I kind of have experienced communism.
Yeah.
But then later, the best way to tell stories nowadays is through videos, and it's also the best way to connect to people, because even if you sell 10,000 books, you maybe get 1 email, 2 emails, and you never get the comments on point, or I didn't like that minute, or I really did appreciate
people
it.
Don't come up to you and say, hey, I know you. Hey?
No, they will never find you.
But it gives you a diary of your life. So like in 20 years from now, what you were doing when you were 32 years old, running around Bangkok with an old guy like me, you can go back and you can show your kids what you were doing at 32.
Yeah, and I think it did. But look, I used this opportunity not only to connect with possibly my future family, but also to connect because my family is spread around the world.
Yeah.
I have relatives in Washington DC, I have relatives in Poland, and therefore the best way to communicate is to do that in English, and therefore even if Italian, I'm shooting all the videos in English.
Well, so Italians are a lot like Chinese, because there's Chinese everywhere. They're in the United States, Poland, Italy, bugs. They're everywhere, even my bedroom.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm not there.
Not in my bedroom?
No.
Better not be.
You're confusing me with your wife, probably.
Well, you know what they say about the Italians, eh?
No, I don't.
We'll leave that one alone. Anyway, I think that wraps us up. We were just a little bit short on the video there the other day. And that's another video from Gweilo 60. I'm going to be putting Michele Ponte's link in the description below, so go to his channel, check it out, like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you very much.
Hey, and by the way, don't forget to put a couple bucks on the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Thanks for watching. Bye now.
Bye.